Tessa's Family Day. Concert makes waves. Bree squealed excitedly as Tessa bounced around the living room, grinning like a fool and waving the newspaper up and down. Blake Baker, their favorite hip-hop rock icon, would be performing at the local mega mall in 2 weeks. Amazing, terrific, fantastic. I can't believe it. Our first rock concert, Bree exclaimed. I know. My mom will totally freak. She doesn't like Blake Baker because of that unfortunate incident with the paparazzi. But since she can't find anything to disapprove of in his lyrics, she can't object to me listening to him, Tessa explained defensively. She can't object to you listening to him, said Bree, but she can object you attending the concert, even if it is free. Oh, I hope she doesn't want to invite herself to make sure we behave, Tessa snorted, emitting her mother's voice. How embarrassing would that be? Your mother is really wonderful, Bree insisted, quietly but sternly after Tessa brought up her mother. The two hadn't been communicating well lately, and Bree had concerned about her friend. She has to let me go, Tessa practically pleaded. It's on Saturday, which is family day, but you're allowed Trevor to attend the recognition dinner at the State House on Saturday when his wrestling team won and state championships. The state championships. It's the same idea, Tessa declared. Trevor earned that dinner. You didn't earn a trip to the concert in the mall, Bree reminded her. Tessa looked at her friend, whose habit of being almost too honest really irritated her right now. Oh, well then, I guess I should go ask my wonderful mother about the concert, Tessa retorted. It's 2 weeks away. She can't say no with so much advance notice. Bree shook her head back and forth and watched Tessa bounce on the front door and across the street to her own house. Family Day runs aground. Tessa crept through the front door as she could gauge her mother's mood before approaching her about the concert. Lately, Mom had been on Mystery Island. Tessa surprisingly discovered her mother smiling, humming as she prepared dinner. Before she could think about what to say, the words just poured out of Tessa's mouth like water gushing over a waterfall. Mom, guess who's going to give a concert at the Mega Mall in 2 weeks? It's Blake Baker. Can you believe me? My idol is going to be there in a little town, giving a free live performance. It's on a Saturday, but not for 2 weeks. You just have to let me go with Bree. You just have to. Tessa's mother peered carefully at her daughter. Tessa, I've already volunteered all of us to help on Saturday with the local food bank's food drive. You and Trevor are slated for sorting duty to keep the canned food and boxes of dried goods separate. Your dad and I will be organizing the volunteers and checking on the way of the food crates are loaded into the truck for delivery to the donation center. Tessa's heart dropped to her chest. Not only would she miss the concert, but she would also be forced to manual labor. That's unfair, Mom, Tessa complained. You never consider how I feel when you volunteer me for things. Who wants to sort food all day long? I won't. You can't make me. Tessa's mother let the words hang between her for a moment. Tessa, I know how you feel. You don't. No, you don't, Tessa shouted. Please do not raise your voice on me, Tessa. The food bank people rely on us to provide help. They can't supply the necessary services people require without support from volunteers. Besides, do you know how important Family Day is? We discussed principles that we believe Family Day represents. When we started setting aside special time to be together, we all agree that family time takes priority over everything else. You'll present yourself at the food drive, young lady. End of the story. End of story. Fine. Tessa started curly. I'm going to my room to do homework. Tessa moved like greased lighting. She couldn't bolt out of the kitchen quickly enough. Tessa attempted to shrug on the tears that were about to rain down, but once her bedroom door closed, she couldn't prevent them from pouring down her cheeks. On the following day at school, Tessa explained to Bree the argument that had occurred with her mother. Bree tried to console her friend, but she also reminded Tessa of the importance of sticking with commitments, which prompted Tessa to accuse Bree of defending her mother and effectively ended the conversation. Bree decided to give Tessa some breathing room for short things of herself, which meant for the rest of the week. The girls barely spoke, stewing on the sandbar. On Friday, when Tessa arrived home from school feeling absolutely terrible about how she'd exploded at Bree again when her friend asked how she was feeling, she found her mother crying in the kitchen. Good, Tessa thought. Now she really does know how I feel. Tessa hurried upstairs to her room before her mother could realize she was home. When Tessa woke Saturday morning, her thoughts wandered to why her mother was crying. Could she be as upset as I was about our fights? I bet it's work that is worrying her and not our fights. Work's more important anyway. Tessa switched her thoughts to today's family activity, a water park, an experience she'd anticipated since her dad first read the newspaper article about the park's opening. Tessa's dad was on the couch for the local high school swim team, who called him Coach Neptune. After the mythical god of the seas, and Tessa's mom has swum competitively in college. Tessa's parents always said her and Trevor came naturally by the love of the water recreation. And Tessa did love the substance of which all life springs. As her mother would say, Tessa's mom often shared a story with anyone who would listen about how each of her students seemed to swim like backstroking Olympians, even in the womb. Tessa decided to try to forget about the events of the past week and concentrate on enjoying a day of water slides, inflatable beach toys, and machine-generated waves, struggling loose with the tide. After eating a stiff picnic lunch with her family later in the afternoon, and then trying to enjoy becoming personally in a quiet corner of the wave pool. Tessa braced herself as she saw her mother swimming toward her. Tessa, we should talk, her mother started softly. Okay, agreed Tessa, causing ripples in the H2O as she crossed her arms over her chest. Do you remember when you were a little girl and I was home all the time? Sure, answered Tessa, not sure where this conversation was headed. Well, since I went back to work, things have been very different between you and me. You went back to work ages ago, Tessa reminded her. That's true, but recently I've realized how much I missed miss staying home with you and your brother and volunteering at your schools. It's really becoming clear that to me how much you're growing up without me around. I'm angry with myself for what I'm missing. How much I miss you. Tessa's stomach dropped like a lead balloon, and her arms floated sweet. Immediately she wished she could take back every horrid thought her mind created about her mother, especially over the past week. I miss you too, in fact, Mom. I miss you so much it makes me angry sometimes too. You don't talk anymore, at least not like we did before. We have family day, but Dad and Trevor are always around. I know, honey, Tessa's mom agreed, and it won't ever be like it was before, but I think if we compromise, we can both be happier. Tessa looked wearily at her mother, whose face seemed to glow expectation like the sun's reflection off the water. I propose that I pick you up after school Tuesday and Wednesday so we can help the food bank prepare for donation drive and sort any food that comes in early. Tessa's mom said, smiling tentatively, they'll fulfill our promise to the organization and give us some food together regularly on Tuesdays after school. You and I can bond over water aerobics. On Saturday, your father and Trevor will still work during the food drive, and Saturday will come to be family day. So we'll all have dinner and play games that night. However, as an olive branch to properly start our mother-daughter bonding time, this Saturday you and I will attend the Baker concert. Really, Mom? That's phenomenal, Tessa said, practically bubbling over with excitement. Woohoo! But wait, you really want to go to the concert? I want to go with you. Besides, I need to give Baker a second chance to make a better impression on me, Mother's mom said, smiling. Everyone deserves a chance to make up for dreadful behavior. Smooth sailing ahead. Tessa's effervescence quieted. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry I didn't talk to you about why I was so angry because I thought you cared more about work than you did about me. I'm sorry too, Tessa. You, Trevor, and your dad, my family, and the most important things in this world. We have to better communicate our feelings to each other so we don't end up hurting each other's feelings again. This is that great analogy. Communication is to our family as water is to life. Exactly, her mother's mom said. I have the best plan of making things up to you. Mom, you'll be so proud of me, but it's a surprise. I can't wait to hear about what you have planned, Mom said, knowing that whatever surprise Tessa held up her sleeve, she was assured they would be making a concerted effort to bond with each other. It'll be amazing, darling, Tessa said, striking her best movie star pose. We'll do lunch.